Good evening, race fans. Good evening, world. It's Marky B here, aka the Scruffy Toff. Welcome you along to Generation X Racing once again. And for your viewing delectation this evening, we have our Group 3 100 mile challenge, season 15, round 8. And it's at one of my favourite tracks, but sadly, the wrong way round. It's in full reverse. Yeah. So I had a crack at it earlier, and I was just like, oh god, no, I prefer it the other way. So it didn't had no times at all. But there we go. We have 28 laps for you this evening, taking us to 101.08 miles. The minimum tyre stint is 4 laps. The pit window opens at the end of lap 4, closes at the end of lap 24. Racing mediums and hards and inters and wets, if you're a madman, are available. Racing mediums and hards are required. It's the afternoon, it's SO8, which is hot and sticky and humid apparently. And the time dilation is ×1. So we'll be starting and finishing in the same hour, basically. So, racing for you this evening, we have Nikki in the BMW M6, we have Sheerluck in the Genesis X, we have Scarlet in the Toyota Supra, we have Videy in his beloved Porsche with the Sonic the Hedgehog livery. Hello, Videy! Judicial in the Aston Martin, King Racer in the Nissan GTR, Devlin in the... I have to go back to that. That's the Genesis X as well. Kobayashi Maru in the Mercedes AMG, Wrenchy in the Honda NSX, and Sammy in the M6 as well, I believe. So brilliant. And joining me for the first time in a while, frankly, is everyone's favourite person from the Isle of Sheppey. It's Splatter. Good evening, sir.
Good evening to you, Mark. It has been a while.
It does seem like a while, yeah.
It's a bit like dating, you know, you need to keep your audience wanting more, you know, if you let them get too accustomed to you, the luster's gone, so I'm hoping that's the case for yourself tonight.
Well,
that you're...
you know what, and I hate to draw parallels to this, but we were up to 178 subscribers. Since you've dropped off, we're down to 174. So have the Splatter family spoken?
The one sort of, you know, subtle Splatter fan, as it were, has decided to, bugger off as a result.
Well, we're absolutely gutted to see so many subscribers go. But anyway, we're about to introduce. I'm just going to run through who's doing what to who quickly. Then we're about to introduce a feature which I feel sure is going to change that and is going to send our subscribers through the stratosphere. So we have...
Can't wait.
You've already heard it, mate. So you know, we have Nikki and Paul at 159.5.
Trying to build up the tension, Mark.
Yes, I know. Well, you sounded quite impressed. We have Sheerluck in second on 2:02. Scarlett in third at 2:011. Viney in fourth at 2:017. Judicial fifth 2:024. King Racer in sixth at 2:028. Wrenchy in seventh at 2:039. Devlin in eighth at 2:039. Justin, who's I can't tell what he's done, and Sammy for some reason sitting in the pits.
So, question first of all.
Okay.
Why do you not like this reverse layout? Because I agree, I like this track, and I love whichever way around it's fine.
I've never really raced it, so I was having an all sorts of slowest engine. Good evening, Sammy. Hi. I was having an absolute nightmare with it, so that's why I was just like, you know what? I prefer it the other way around. I've never raced this way. I can't learn it in the 20 minutes I have before the race starts. So yeah, that was that really.
So you don't like it, therefore it's crap. Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't know it. So it was pointless me trying it.
Okay.
But anyway, hold on to your hats, everyone. Here comes. Oh, I'm going to run down the top 10 with some rather splendid music. The top 10 standings. Here we go. And I'm going to do it in a Tony Blackburn type voice. In 10, it's MCR Bill, who's currently no longer with us, 139. I hope you're watching, Bill. In 9, Richie, up 1 from last week, 142. In 8, it's King Racer with a 151, down 1 for this week. In 7th this week, up 4 from last week, it's Kobayashi Maru, 152. In 6th, it's Viva España, holding position from last week on 164. In 5th is Bajoli, again holding the same position as last week on 201. In 4th, Candy's Referee is no longer with us. Now, I hope you're watching the site. I hope you're watching the site, mate. It's 264. Up 1 in 3, it's Scarlet in 281. And they're locked at the top. It's like Ultra Vox Vienna versus Joe Dolce. Shut up your face all over again. It's Sheerluck in 2nd on 364. And top of the pops this evening, it's Nikki in his BMW on 388. I promise never to do that again. I imagine it was fairly dismal. But I make myself laugh. Nothing else.
I know it's a pastiche anyway, but you were sounding closer to Smashy and or Nicey.
I can't
remember which.
That was absolutely my intention. I was channeling them, but I thought people might know Tony Blackburn. I didn't know how many people knew Smashy and Nicey, so epic. Okay, so that's enough of that. So we got Nicky currently, he's still at 159.5, which is pretty bloody quick. 0.6 ahead of Sheerluck. God, Sheerluck was throwing down in practice big time. He was 1.4 seconds ahead of everybody else. So yeah, I think Nicky's sandbagging. And this is quite spread out actually. The times.
Again, because reverse layouts not all that common. Should we, for these races?
So I'd just like to say, Slowish Engine says Tracy found it amusing, which I imagine is Mrs. Slowish Engine. So Tracy, what a cracking taste of character you have. Well done.
For all we know, Tracy could be a Labrador.
Well, that's true. Either way, I'm pleased.
Okay. As long as someone found it entertaining, beyond yourself.
I found it massively entertaining, frankly.
I found it amusing as well. I must admit, it was a good idea. I think after 6 more weeks, it might become more akin to Chinese water torture, but
well, I'll mix it up.
Nonetheless.
I'll mix it up with Paul Hardcastle's The Wizard, and I'll do my Bruno Brooks.
You could do one in the style of Bullseye, In 1.
Yes.
In 2.
In 10. It's got BFH. Yes, it's bus fare home.
And here's Sheerluck coming in. He's won the boats, the speed boats. Because there's always a boat.
Where does he live? Tamworth.
Yep, in a council estate. Yep, there's a fixed footer coming along.
Tracy is Mrs. Slowish Engine. So good evening, Tracy.
Oh, there we go.
I hope you're well. Hope South Wales is treating you well this evening.
Say hi, Tracy.
Hi, Tracy.
Very good.
Okay, so Sky.
Sheerluck has currently gone purple.
Has he?
On this lap, on the final one. Can he...
That's a great looking car, isn't it?
Well, the Genesis, yeah, very nice.
Great looking car.
Very nice.
But he's going to have to improve by some distance.
Yeah, I mean, Nicky's throwing it down. And,
is that blue or is that...
not enough? That's blue, so no, he's not enough.
Okay.
This is going to have to be the mother of all final stints, final sectors, and I don't think it's going to be enough.
And I just like to go back to some of my more bizarre track descriptions that we've had in the past, where if you look at the top right-hand corner of your screen, it looks like a rabbit with giant ears standing in a clown shoe that's fallen over.
Yeah, only you can see that, Mark. I mean, in terms of Rorschach tests, that's one of the most obscure.
Does that not jump out of the page to everyone? I'm a bit disappointed with that. I mean, look at it. What else could it be? James, good evening. Hello,
the
Mr.
outline
Finley.
of someone recently deceased, who's had a mangled accident or something.
Yeah, that's not working for me, to be honest.
More so than the rabbit. I can't see this rabbit at all, but never mind.
Well, so the bottom left-hand corner is its nose. Trace it round. There's its ears. Down the back, there's its little tail, and there's the big clown shoe that it's standing in because it's fallen over.
Okay, well, should we move on from this and actually get back to the results?
Oh yeah,
of the
sorry.
qualifying,
There's a race on, isn't there? Sorry. I must be heard. Right, don't forget to Tracy, give us a like, for goodness sake, and do subscribe if you haven't already.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, hit that. Brilliant. So, Gen X Racing, Group 3 100 Mile Challenge, Season 15, Round 8, if you can believe that. On pole, and by some distance, to be fair, is Nicky in the BMW M6 with a 159.0. Well done, mate. Just building on his country's win in the Eurovision Song Contest the other week. Well done. In second, it's Sherlock in the Genesis X at 2 minutes point 2. In third, it's Viney in the Porsche 911 at 201.1. In fourth, Scarlet in the Toyota Supra at 201.1. Also, in fifth, it's Judicial in the Aston Martin V12 Vantage at 201.5. Sixth, it's Wrenchy in the Honda NSX at 202.2. In seventh, it's Sammy in the BMW at 202.3. In eighth, it's King Racer in the Nissan GTR at 202.6. In ninth, Devlin in the Genesis X at 203.8. And in 10th, it's Kobayashi Maru in the Mercedes AMG at 203.8. Lovely stuff, everyone. So,
as you said, it is nicely sort of spread out. Nicky, obviously, the only one to drop below sub 2 minutes with a stonking lap, almost a second quicker than the next person.
A stonking lap indeed. An absolute blinder.
I always ask this, and I won't change. What's your predictions? Do you have anything to contribute to that?
What, for the race or in general?
For the race, we haven't got enough time in the world to go through all the weird machinations in your brain, my friend.
Well, that's very true. That's very true. Well, yeah, Nicky's probably Nicky's in a good place. But tires. With Nicky, it's always the way.
True. I don't think the M6 is that bad on tyres. I think that's a reasonable one. But do we think that lap was a one-off? Do you think it was like a...
He was nowhere near it in practice, so we don't know.
This is what you said. So,
here we go. Waiting for the lights to come up. There will be 5 lights on. They'll all flash off, and then they'll away they go. And I don't know which cars are quick. So Nicky's on hards as well. Is Sherlock going to be able to get through? Sherlock's on mediums. He's up the inside. Yes, he's through straight away. Look at that. And Judicial absolutely from nowhere. Good grief. Viney's having a pop as well, but Sherlock is away. And Viney's up into second. Nicky's back into third. I think Nicky's been putting in a lot of practice because he was talking about this particular layout earlier in the week. So he's got his strategy worked out. I'm sure he's not in too much of a flap just yet. We've got Wrenchy all the way up to fourth. Good God.
Kobayashi Maru with his customary
On
fast
hards.
start on the hards. He's just been taken by Scarlet, but he was up into 6th briefly.
Crikey, this is all going on.
So, what do we think about the runners and riders who are starting on the hards in terms of strategy? Are we thinking a one-stop?
So they got 70% fuel. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea. I don't. As I say, I've done absolutely no testing at all.
I don't recall this being particularly bad for tyre wear compared to other tracks.
I don't know. I think it probably was. So this one, it's going to be the front right, I think, which is going to be wearing.
Yes, lots of lefties around the rabbit's ear hole and the rabbit's butt hole and everything else. That's
and the clown's shoe. Don't forget. Does that not just leap off the screen at you?
I'd love to spend a day in your brain and just see how this all comes to the fore.
You'd never recover, mate. Honestly, I see this sort of shit every day, but. Wow, okay. Well, let's pop up the front. Sherlock is away. Viney is not letting him go. The beautiful stuff from Viney. So they're both on the mediums up front. So Nicky is holding position in 3rd on his hard tyres, which must be fun in the Fat Aunt, which is the BMW M6.
Oh, Scarlet now making a move on Judicial and does indeed go through.
Lovely stuff. Wrenchy's had the best start of everyone, I think. He's up to 4th. Look at that. And he's on the hards as well.
And as you say, on the hards as well.
So it's him and Nicky who are the front runners of the hard runners, as it were. Beautiful stuff.
So just coming up to finish lap 2 in a mo. Let's have a quick early look at the tyre wear. So
she looks good.
Nothing really at the moment, and nothing indicating it's going to be more of any one tyre than the other. But well, it is early days.
It's interesting. Nicky's and Sherlock's look virtually identical, but they're on different compounds. Early days, as you rightly say.
Viney is keeping tabs on Sherlock. And he's in the tow.
Oh, he's right up his clacker now, isn't he? Look at that.
Sonic is on his tails.
Wah, wah, wah.
And there goes another 10 subscribers.
Left.
Oh, he's definitely got him on the straight.
Absolutely up his chuff there, isn't he? Good God.
Sherlock's gone defensive for the inside. But
Nicky's loving this, though. He's like, okay, boys, you battle all you want. If I was Viney, I'd be bump drafting Sherlock down the straight to try and get as far away from Nicky as I possibly could.
Good strategy. Although I can't recall, do we condone bump drafting in Gen X?
It's not illegal.
Is it kind of...
It's not illegal.
It's not illegal, but it's not sort of necessarily condoned, though, is it?
I don't even believe it's frowned on.
Is it not? I'm sure I saw somewhere it was saying it's not.
No, I don't know. You've read the rule book. Clearly, I haven't. Oh dear. Okay. So those three who Nicky are away.
Not letting them scamper off at the moment. So as you say, he'll be loving this on the hards.
Scarlet on the mediums, who's got past Wrenchy, who's on the hards, but doing a cracking job, frankly. Kobayashi Maru in 6th, but has a half... Is that a him? No, he hasn't got a half-second penalty. Judicial
behind him.
Golden Lawnmower currently sitting with Kobayashi Maru for cutting across the grass there. Beautiful stuff.
So
now he has a half-second penalty.
No. It's like he heard you. I was like, I'll just pick up one. Just to make sure we comply with what the comments are saying.
Abracadabra, have a half-second penalty. Okay, so Kobayashi moves. So these
It's all
two
getting
are...
very, very bunched up between 6th and 9th. Look at this.
Well, let's have a look. What's the penalty line like here?
Oh, here we go. Oh, bloody
It's
hell.
crap! My God, they've served his penalty. Oh my God. Hey, Log! Good evening, sir! Hello! So he served his penalty and is still in 6th. Oh my God! This is Barcelona Mark II.
To be fair, King Racer behind him also had the same penalties, so...
Yeah, but there were cars queuing up behind them. I can't understand why they're... Oh, God. I'm going to submit my CV for Chief Penalty Line Placer at Polyphony Digital.
Yes, apologies, viewer. Mark is on his traditional rant about these penalty lines.
Yes, I am, because they're rubbish.
We just have to, accommodate him and just don't look directly at him, otherwise he gets sort of very defensive. He's a bit like a bear like that, I think.
Yes, well, quite so, quite so. You know I'm right, though. You know I'm right.
I would never admit it to you.
Well,
not in public.
I think you just have. Okay.
So Shellac has just gone purple in this sector. It is now eked out just shy of a second on Viney.
Let's have a look. Okay,
Viney is coming straight back.
And let's have a look at Nicky.
He's right on their tails now.
He's doing a cracking job here, isn't he? He's got two guys in front of him who are squabbling a little bit, to be fair. But this is, I imagine, this is how he hoped it would go. The two in front of him squabbling, and he's right on terms. So
this is looking like a one-stopper. Literally, getting the hards as long as you can before you think you can stretch out the second stint on the mediums. I would guess, because the tyre wear is not too bad.
I don't know how much fuel they've got. 4 likes. Thank you so much, people.
Oh,
wonderful
that's
stuff.
a point, actually. The fuel has gone down by quite a chunk. Although Shellac is doing better than all the rest of them at the moment. Looks like he might be sort of saving his fuel a little bit.
Oh my God, yes, he's doing... Oh, Nicky's going for the move.
Oh. Can't get it done there, but he's got the inside line.
And through goes Viney.
And Viney on the inside, yeah.
So this is no doubt, this is a bit of a grudge match between these two after Nicky won last week. Viney came second, but then Nicky got a 30-second penalty for an infringement on the first lap. So he's going to be absolutely livid this evening. Watch yourself, Viney.
Are we going to see a Max Verstappen and sort of intentionally, just nudge into him? Hopefully.
Well, yeah, maybe.
What do you make of that?
You know what? I haven't seen it.
Oh goodness me, man!
I can't.
It's like the only interesting thing to talk about from the last race.
I can't stand Max for crashing, so I avoid everything he does. Honestly, can't stand the bloke.
He looks very like much threw his dummy out.
He looks like an aquatic iguana.
An aquatic. Again, where do you come up with this stuff?
What was the life or whatever it's called? Can't remember the David Attenborough's thing. You remember the aquatic iguanas when they were running the gauntlet against those snakes on the beach? Max Verstappen looks like one of those.
Okay.
Just saying.
I wouldn't have made that connection, but okay, fair enough.
Okay, so we got Scarlet in 4th. Who's doing a cracking job?
Oh no!
Oh, Nicky's gone!
The wall
oh wow!
On the last corner.
Yeah, that is so easily done. That wall is an absolute nightmare. So this Viney's. Oh wow! Where is he? Okay, he's back on track. He's got rear end damage. Weirdly, did he spin and hit it?
No, he literally just clipped the. I think it was the far back left corner.
Okay.
Just as he literally clips on the wall coming out, he just got the tail end just a little bit squirrely, and it was enough just to clip it.
Grief. Okay, well that's
Remember,
put a
you
different
have got a
perspective.
replay button on your fancy
Yes,
keyboard there.
you know,
could use that and show the viewing public, but
You know what? I was just thinking that. Why was I asking Splatter this? Why am I using my replay button?
you're too busy bloody thinking of aquatic
Of,
iguanas, for goodness sake, man.
of rabbits falling over in clown shoes. That's the problem. Okay, so we've got Reggie in fifth. We have Judicial in sixth. He's got some paint missing from the front of his car. Both sides, by the look of it. Kobayashi Maru, who is still on his heart, but doing a lovely job in his Gen X liveried AMG. Fabulous.
He's running through his fuel a bit quicker, though.
I think this is a two-stop. I don't think this is a one-stop. There's no way with the fuel load. I don't think. And cementing his place with the golden lawnmower so far, taking the tops off all those daisies, coming across that corner. Beautiful stuff, Justin. Oh, but the daisy gods have penalised you.
He's done that just so you can have another moan about the penalty line. Very generous.
I will be moaning. It doesn't look too bad, does it? But I can't understand. It's not long enough. It needs to be on the start-finish straight. That's where the penalty line should be.
It's not long enough. That's what she said.
It's what she always says. Penalty. Yeah, exactly, Fast Ginger. And good evening from West Virginia, my friend. Hello. I hope everything is well with you, my friend. But exactly. I have a kindred spirits on chat, at least.
God, someone can't agree with you. That's like just
the
harbinger of the apocalypse.
Yes. Famine, war, death, and who's the other one? Pestilence or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Marky B's penalty line is number 5.
There's Marky B. I am the 5th horseman of the apocalypse.
Get back behind the line.
Yes, exactly.
How dare you?
Form an orderly queue. Okay, so let's just pop back up to the front because I'm just absolutely paying no attention to the race, I'm afraid. Isn't that Max's nickname? Or Pestilence? Max Pestilence Verstappen. Yeah, it could be. So Viney's going nowhere. He's doing it. Let's have a look at the. So Shearluck is doing better on fuel. Viney's doing slightly better on tyres, but no good having the tyres if you've got no fuel. So I suspect Viney might be stopping this lap, or is he going to try and eke it out for another one? I don't know.
Yes, I think you're right, sir. I was a bit premature with my talk of a one-stopper. I thought some may be trying to eke out this first stint, but it doesn't look like the fuel loads are going to be enough for anybody.
They've done 7 laps on, what, is it 70? There he goes.
Cents, yeah.
In he goes. So who else is going to stop? Scarlet's in. Nicky, now 13 seconds behind the lead, is in by the look of it. Yep. Renchi, who is generally a good egg on the fuel front, is going again.
Do we think coming out then on a second set of mediums to eke that out and leave you with the minimum fuel as minimum as you can manage on the hards to finish? What do we think? Oh no, Viney's come out on the hards completely.
For me,
oh, he's cut the penalty line. He's cut the pit lane.
Oh no!
Dagnabbit.
Oh crikey! Okay, well, them's the brakes, I suppose. But no, I'd be doing the minimum on. I'd have short field, done the minimum on the hards, and back onto the mediums. I think.
And then finish on the mediums. Okay. Let's see if that plays out for.
If you can go that long.
Tonight.
Although I suppose you can. Yeah, I think you've got to go quite a long way on the hards. I think you're doing 4 laps on the hards, and given they've only done 8 laps on 70%, so what's that? It's probably about 10 or 11 on a full tank of fuel. So no, this is definitely a 2-stopper.
Well,
and I don't
Shearluck
think
now out in. Sorry, go on.
No, crack on.
Now, I was going to say, he's still got, looks like maybe a couple of laps of fuel left to stretch there, and his tyres aren't too terrible.
I haven't looked. He must be short shifting, right? Yeah.
But if you can't run a one-stopper, what would be the point of short shifting? Unless it's a case of just trying to do enough to enable a really short, hard stint, and then, as you say, finish on the softs. Finish on the mediums again.
I don't know. He's doing whatever he's doing. He's doing a cracking job. So I hadn't actually appreciated the fact that he was short shifting. So how he's keeping ahead of Avini is beyond me. But that Genesis X is a bit of a rocket ship.
Wrenchy has pulled into the pits.
He has indeed.
Judicial, King Racer, both will be going around for another lap, looks of it. Nope, King Racer has decided to come in. As does Sammy, as does
Judicial's
Devlin.
Going again. I'm wondering how many of the guys actually sort of practice a lot all week and have their strategy absolutely dialed in, and how many go, well, you know what, I'm going to start on this tyre, see how I go, and then work it out on the fly. I know which school I'm in, and it's certainly the latter.
Hey!
The Rob Lasser.
Very good. I'm more in the school of don't do any practice, try and wing it on the night, and end up sort of just making sure I just point it in the right direction, and that's about as much as I can cope with.
Yeah, quite, yeah.
I think we've missed Kobayashi Maru, who's also pitted as well.
Okay, beautiful.
So he must have come in a couple of laps ago.
Scardy's now in third, and he's stopped for the hards. So we've got Viney, who's on the hards. You have Nicky, who's on the mediums now. And we'll be smelling blood, I'm sure, after his contretemps with the barrier out of the final corner.
Meanwhile, up front, Sheerluck has been maintaining very nice 201s and has now got a healthy 33-second lead as he jumps into the pits. So, fully expecting to maintain that lead and come out ahead.
Yeah, I'm not sure how long the pit stop is.
I don't think it's a terribly long one.
It shouldn't be. Well, none of them should be, but they're all agonisingly long, aren't they? So Judicial must be coming in surely. Sheerluck is already refuelling, so he definitely will be coming out in front.
Yep, Judicial does jump in. Sky just come around the last corner now.
Let's see.
And Sheerluck's been released, and
there we
does
go.
indeed go straight out. So
now on the
healthy lead. 7 seconds in front of Scarlet, both on the same tyres.
I imagine that Genesis X isn't much fun to drive on hard tyres, though. It's not much fun to drive on soft tyres, so it seems very, very stiff as a car. And very open. Oh, God. I knew I shouldn't have said that with Kenneth Williams on the bloody chat with me.
Why did you say it, honestly? You give me these easy openings and I'm going to go straight in.
Easy openings, straight in. You don't get many of those to the pound.
God, that is just filthy beyond belief.
Yeah, okay, so 5 seconds ahead of Scarlet, who's on the hards and doing a cracking job, frankly.
Sheerluck's tyres are just literally being warmed up, so he's lost a little bit of that lead, but I expect him to start to get back into the groove.
Finally doing a cracking job in
driven this Genesis Gr3. I don't think I've ever driven it. It looks very nice, but I don't think I've ever had a run around in it.
You have a go at me at not having cars, and then one of the fastest cars in Group 3, you haven't had a go in it.
Yes.
For shame, Splatter.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Mr. I can't possibly spend my fake and doesn't exist currency on any cars. Oh no, I've got 100 million.
You should see my cars now. I buy really old, obscure cars. I bought the Is that an Alpha Berlinetta or something? It looks like the sort of thing that Mussolini would have been driving around in from 1938. I bought one of those because it looked absolutely epic. I bought this absolute 1950s Ferrari the other day. I only buy really quirky, spectacular looking things.
Well, the ones that are 20 million ago or something?
Yes, exactly right. Yes. So there.
So you're not trying to ape Mussolini, are you? Because that's not really the kind of role model you want to be aspiring towards.
No, I don't want to be hanging from a lamppost at the end of my tenure. No, for sure.
I mean, Pol Pot maybe, as far as they go, but yeah.
God, you know your dictators. I'll give you that.
Well, I do subscribe to Fascist Dictator Monthly, which I think is a Red Dwarf joke for Justin's benefit there.
Okay, good. Well, let's gloss over that. And hope you're going to be recruited by the BNP shortly. So you've got Scarlet in second, we got Viney in third, we have Nikki in fourth.
Oh, Nikki's right up at Viney's chuff though.
Renchi is on hards again.
Oh, interesting strategy. That
is an interesting strategy.
Where's your Jason Bateman, please?
What?
Come on. You're Jason Bateman. You're dodgeball. Interesting strategy, Colin. Let's see if it pays out for him. Come on, I was setting you up, man.
That's not Jason Bateman?
Jason Bateman, isn't it? Jason Bateman?
Oh, yes, sorry, Pepper.
Yeah.
Pepper needs new shorts.
Yes.
Sorry, I forgot it was I completely forgot it was him.
Oh, this is such a slick production, isn't it? Meanwhile, Nicky's going through on Viney. And does make the move very nicely. Viney might be trying to sneak back on the switcheroo, but can't make it stick.
Oh, Nick's gone wide. Is that a penalty? He was definitely over the white lines there. I'm not sure where the track limits are there, but good grief, he was wide.
He is on the softer compound, so he's looking to make hay.
Right, hang on, let's get on.
And Scarlet also on the hard, so Nick will be trying to get past him very, very soon. So we can try and eat into Sherlock's lead.
Sky, because this is a bastard hard track to pass on. Scarlet could just leave it, kind of on the racing line, and Nicky's going to have to go. Oh, he's got the run here. But where's he going to go past? Is he going to sling it around Banky Boy? Yes, he is. Must be. Scarlet could just leave it exactly in the most annoying place. I'd have taken them all left line there.
Yeah, he was a bit generous there, but I suppose he probably knows that Nicky's on the we had a suspicion that Nicky's on the mediums, and therefore it might be a bit futile to fight too hard.
None shall pass.
Yes, thank you, Gandalf. Isn't there a hobbit you need to escort somewhere? Go on.
Well, you know what? I don't know about you, but at the end of the Lord of the Rings films, when the eagles fly in and pick them up from the erupting Mount Doom, I just thought, wouldn't it have been a lot less faff if Gandalf had just got the eagles and flown them there straight in the first place?
Oh, that's quite a sort of a classic, sort of plot hole. I think that was even discussed in Clerks 2 or something. Kevin Smith brought it up.
Oh, I don't know.
But yes, it's,
honestly, I came up with that myself.
Company there as Kevin Smith.
I don't even know who Kevin Smith is. So,
the director, writer, director, did Clerks, Mallrats, Chasing Amy, Dogma.
Clerks,
because it's American.
Yeah, but it's called English for a reason. They just don't understand it.
Oh, I know.
So there we go.
Again, you just have to accommodate the crazy Yanks and all the aluminums and whatnot.
That's half the problem with the world, I think.
Meanwhile, Nicky has just gone Purple in second place and is rapidly gaining now in sheer luck. We really need to start talking about the racing, Mark. Otherwise, we both get sacked.
Kind of what? Well, I don't get paid anything.
All right, we'll both get teabagged. One of the two.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Trust me, it isn't. And no, I'm not speaking from experience.
Well, Sheilak's doing a great job. Nicky is 2.6 behind. We got Scale in third, with Viney right up his clacker, coming down into the right-hander in his
so
lovely
let's just remind
Porsche.
ourselves. Nicky started on the hards, now on the mediums, so he'll be finishing on the mediums. Sheilak starts on the mediums, is now on the hards, and we'll finish on the mediums. So if Nicky can get past on this stint, he's in with a good shout. However, are his tyres going to last out, is the question.
Well, his tyres are shitloads worse. Well, they are mediums, I suppose, but they're wearing like hell compared to Sheilak's slabs of granite, which he has on his car at the moment. It's 1 second now. It's 1 second.
If you were in Sheilak's position, would you be fighting the move, or would you be letting him go past to try and keep pace for these laps? Because obviously, the more you fight and defend, the more lap time you lose. Where's the gains there, do you think?
I would absolutely be trying to put my car in the... I wouldn't be trying to defend massively, but I'd be trying to put my car in the most annoying place so he couldn't get past. And so he's using fuel, he's using tyres, desperately trying to get past me. Obviously, I'm not that skilled a driver, so let's hope Sheilak is. But he's pulled out at 1.3 again. He was 0.9 a second ago. What would you do, Rob?
Well, by this point, I'm already off in the gravel somewhere and probably crying. So.
Oh, don't use that as an excuse. I'm interested in your input.
I mean, I hate to agree with you, but your way does sound sensible. I would be trying to be awkward.
Rob, I love that. I'll be replaying that moment every week.
Yes, I think I would be trying to make myself awkward, but not to the point where it really starts to make the lap time suffer, because then all you're doing is bringing further runners and riders potentially into contention. You just
got to put your car in an annoying place, make him do something weird, which is going to wear his tyres or use more fuel to get past you, and then if he does it, great, but if he doesn't, then he can sit where he is. Thank you very much. Okay, so there's nothing between the top two.
Do we call that the Kobayashi Maru manoeuvre?
Maybe we do, yes.
We're Kobayashi Maruing it. And again, Nick's gone very wide again. Those track limits out on that left-hand corner.
He's gone past. He's gone past. Oh, has he? Oh, yes, he has.
He's swung through, yep.
He's swung through.
Replay.
Oh, yeah, okay, on.
Go on, come on, earn your money now.
Christ almighty, he was off the track. How's that not a penalty? Jesus H. Christ.
Tina Track Limits must be having a day off.
No, she's just there to punish you, Rob. That's what it is.
Yeah, but she knows I like it, so yeah, it's her own fault.
Okay.
If that was supposed to be your whip, that sounded more like Donald Duck having a sneezing attack. Very good.
So Viney has got back ahead of Scale in fourth. Lovely stuff between these two. Let's get back to Redchi, who's on his second hard stint.
Why has he done this second hard stint? I really don't...
When he's going through
do you think he's
them...
done that by mistake? I mean...
He's absolutely rinsing through them. He's halfway down them.
Very true. It's very true.
I don't know. Maybe
he's got to do a stint on mediums because they're required.
Maybe he has aggressive steering technique. I don't know. We shall ask him post-race. We have King Racer, who's definitely in no man's land this evening. Sammy in seventh. There's some action up the back going on.
Loving Sammy's livery. That's a very nice affair. Oh.
Yeah, he does a blinding job, to be fair.
Devlin is having a nibble at Kobayashi Maru. Both running the same mediums. And Kobayashi Maria's run wide. Devlin's
And
going to have to
there he
take him down the
goes.
inside.
Yep.
Oh, bad luck just
Okay. Indeed.
We've obviously missed something with Judicial because he's now running right at the back. 13 seconds to the detriment. So has he had an issue somewhere? Has he had
to be fair,
2 minutes? Sorry, go on.
There's not an awful lot of paint left on the front of his car.
It looks like it was lap 9, 2 minute 14. He's lost 10 seconds. He must have had a spin.
Yeah.
You would have thought.
Okay. So, Nicky, who's now 3 seconds ahead. Christ, he's put the hammer down, but his fronts are absolute toast. But as we know, Nicky's version of toast is, yes, I will run them absolutely ragged. He must eat. God. Sourdough.
Sorry, I've been on a diet where I've been eating nothing more calorific than a lettuce leaf and some dust. So the idea of nice, hot, buttery toast is just too much at the moment. Dust? Anybody? No. Dust? Anybody? No. Dust? Sorry.
Okay.
If people don't know the reference, they must be thinking, what the hell are we talking about?
It's Little Britain, right?
It is, yes.
Marjorie Dawes.
Yeah.
Fat
fighters or fat fighters. Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. Anyway, so Nicky's now 4 seconds ahead of Sheer Luck in second, 4 seconds ahead of Viney in third, who has Scarlet approaching his back door, but has a penalty which will make very little difference to his lap time.
So the interesting thing with the front two now is that Nicky obviously won't want to spend too many more laps running on the hard, but obviously the longer he lasts on the mediums, the more he's potentially going to allow Sheerluck to make inroads back into that lead. So where's the trade-off here? When do you think it's worthwhile Nicky to come in to make the switch?
Well,
because I don't think he's going to be able to. He's not going to be able to do just the minimum stint on the hard. So he's going to have to judge.
He's already done the hard.
How many laps he can make?
Oh, sorry, no correction. Sorry,
yes.
So,
oh, frickin' hell! I've been talking absolute nonsense for the last 45 seconds.
Yes,
I apologise.
well done, Rob.
Yeah, ignore everything I've just said. It's all bollocks. Because he's just going to be coming in for another set of mediums anyway. Yeah. Right.
Yes, he is.
Fine.
But how long? But he's obviously pushing them because those fronts are absolutely knackered. He's got a little bit of grip there, but not a lot. So it is interesting.
I mean, how many laps did he do on the hards? Was it 7? I think.
Yeah, maybe.
So he's done 10 maybe on the mediums?
So maybe he's doing one more and then he's in.
I must be coming in surely this lap, and if that's... I would assume he's coming in this lap.
This is going to be, I hope this is going to be a fantastic finish.
We always do, and then there's invariably sometimes tails off. You know, it's again a bit like my sex life. It's just all a bit of a shame towards the end, and disappointing climax. And I end up just apologising profusely. You know.
Well, it depends. Is it for you or her?
Oh, well, I couldn't possibly comment. No. You know. I'm just having flashbacks now. Sorry. Bear with me.
Bear with me. I'm right there, Rob.
Don't go there, man. Don't go there. So.
Okay, so got these two, 5. We've got 4 and a bit back to Viney, who's got ahead of Scarlet again. Let's have a look. So Scarlet is nearly out of hards and he's nearly out of fuel, so we'll be stopping. But I don't think he's going to have much problem making his mediums last 10 laps.
God, Wrench's hards are very worn.
It's no wonder he must have a very aggressive turning style, given that this is his second set of hards. We'll have to question him about this. He's a mechanic. That's why he's called Wrenchy.
Ah, okay. It's a good job he's not a gynecologist, I suppose.
Well, did you see what I called the? I put up the intro to the stream this evening just to see if anyone actually bothers reading it.
Oh, I didn't see it. No, what was it?
It's well, because
Hang
it's
on.
obviously Lago Maggiore. I said, "Welcome to Vagiroal."
Oh,
Just to see if anyone actually bothered bloody reading the thing, which no one seems to do. So I might as well not bother in future.
well, that does sound like some sort of pharmaceutical product for the female species. You know, for certain a certain condition. And we're moving on from that. Nicky has gone back round again, but he's definitely coming in this lap because he's almost on vapor.
He is on vapor and he's on rims as well, isn't he? But Shinnock, but he's doing great on tyres, he's doing great on fuel, but he's on hards. I mean, is he hoping that? Well, how much? He's probably going to have what, 5 or 6 seconds less in the pits than. Oh, this could be it. This could be this whole thing. He's saving fuel, so he spends less time in the pits. I don't know, but he needs to get in if he's going to do that.
He needs to come in now, surely. No, he's going through.
Okay, well that's weird. Okay, so
all the time he's staying out on the hards, he's not going to be able to eat into that lead that Nicky's going to have because he's going to go out on his mediums.
He's 202s, 203s on the hards. Nicky's 202s mainly. Okay. Sorry, Nicky's 201s and 2 minutes. This doesn't compute for me.
I think that pole lap was a bit of an anomaly because Nicky has again been the only person to go under a sub 2 minute, but by 9/10 almost, his pole lap was better.
Yeah,
maybe 8 tenths.
Very strange.
That's a chasm. That's a chasmous gap. The fastest lap.
Chasmous? Is that a word?
Chasm, I'm thinking of cavernous, but then I got confused with chasm.
Well, we've all been there.
That's my line.
Is it a cavern? Is it a chasm? Who knows?
You come back to being smashy and nice again. Is it a chasm, mate?
It's all for charity, mate. Yeah, proper-doodle-doo.
I'm going to leave that to you because you do it far better than I ever could.
Bachman, turn a overdrive. You ain't seen nothing yet. Let's rock.
Paul Whitehouse was a genius.
Quite. So Nicky is now out on his final set of mediums and throwing his M6 around Lago Maggiore with gay abandon.
26 seconds behind Sherlock now, and we know that pit's delta is a good 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's a long one. So he's got to be stopping now, surely.
Surely it must be coming in, because he can't be. It's going to be. Yeah, he is in. He's coming. So
why didn't he come in? I don't know why he came in. I don't understand.
I would agree. I mean, he's going to have fresher mediums coming towards the end. But is it going to be enough? Because he's got to claw back to Nicky, who's running the same compound, and they're not going to be that bad for wear in those last few laps. That's going to make a huge amount of difference, I don't think. No,
even Nicky can't wear through tyres that quickly. And here he goes. There he is. Sherlock still refueling, and he's through. Sherlock stopped refueling, and is on his way out. But there goes Nicky.
He's
just got to be 5-6 seconds, surely.
Yep. 4.5. It's going to be a bit of a tall order now for Sherlock to catch and take Nicky. I think he's going to have to rely on Nicky making some sort of error.
Well, let's not forget.
I could be wrong.
That Nicky did smash into the barrier coming out of the final turn, which is the most difficult thing to do. To be fair, it's not a difficult thing. Okay, but Nicky is absolutely pounding at the moment. He's 6 seconds ahead now. It's got 2 seconds he's gone ahead in this lap. It's Shillock. Beautiful. Coming down towards the S's.
Still just getting his tyres warm. How are we doing back further in the field? Oh, we've got Wrenchy and Judicial. Judicial still has yet to stop.
Let's have a look at what's... Wrenchy's finally on his mediums.
Be curious to see how long these ones last.
Well, I think they'll last longer than Judicials do. Because Judicials are not looking too clever right now. Five likes. Thank you so much, everyone. That's wonderful. And of course, if you have any siblings or family members who have a YouTube account which you haven't currently subscribed to, please reach over to their phone and do it now. We're bleeding subscribers at the moment. I think we've lost 4 this week. But hopefully now that Splatter's back, that capitulation will stop.
Oh, please don't put any pressure on me. I just crumble under the pressure, as you know.
I blame you entirely. It's all happened since you've been away.
Well, normally it happens midstream. You know, we always tend to lose one midstream for some
reason.
Well,
yes, I think that's someone pissing about, frankly. But this has been the worst week we've ever had on the subscriber front. So -3. That's terrible. And I just love to know why. I'd love to know why.
Up at front, Nicky's now eked it out to 7 seconds. He's putting the hammer down and it's gone purple. He took Banky Boy, coming out of Banky Boy very wide. I'm surprised that he didn't get track limit penalty for that, but he's managed to avoid it. Again, goes purple for this sector. So he's really not holding back as we start coming into the final phase of this race.
It's amazing, really, isn't it? You think he was all that way back after he twatted the barrier.
Is that a technical term? Twatted the barrier?
Well, how would you say
I like it. It was a unfortunate barrier collision.
Right.
To give it its proper Italian/Latin term.
I'm looking forward immensely to next Tuesday because we have the Manufacturers Team Cup. It's in Group 2. We're at Le Mans, and the best race I have ever had in Gen X was me and Nicky in Group 2 at Le Mans. So I can't tell you how pumped up. Christ, he's just put in the fastest lap of the race, 1:59.5. Christ, look at that.
Yeah. As I said, he's certainly not holding back.
Wow.
No, Group 2 and Le Mans is a good combo.
It's absolutely fantastic, and it was just the best race I've had. And,
I think that was one of my best results early on for Gen X was in Group 2 in the McLaren F1.
Okay.
Group 2.
Fabulous. He's purple again. Christ, he's absolutely throwing down now. Yeah, all right, Nicky, I think you got this.
I think Nicky's only got 2 sort of modes: balls to the wall, all out, or not at all.
Well, I dare say you can forget the second one.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, half a second up. Half a second up.
Half a second up on that. Is he going for 1:58? Is that it? Oh my God!
Has he just had a can of spinach or something? Has he gone all full Popeye on us? See, that was just to get you to do an impression. Thank you.
I got some fuel from a mule.
It's helpful that I'm so easily pleased and amused by this as well.
Yes, if only there were subscribers out there which were easily as amused. That'd be. Although I have great hope that our top of the pops this evening will bring them in. I mean, why wouldn't it?
So I'm just watching Nicky. I'm like a hawk. He's half a second
Really wide
up still
again.
on this second.
Is he gonna get a 158? Is he? No.
Second, I think is he cut that corner? Yeah, he's cut the corner too much.
Oh no! No, so okay. Wow.
Yep.
He's
That's a shame.
absolutely bossing this now. He's so fast.
He was looking for a 158 there. That would have been some lap. I think Sheila must be realising that, yeah, the writing's a bit on the wall now. He's 8, almost 9 seconds now, with 5 laps left.
He's kind of pulling in, but it's nowhere near enough. But
not enough,
and there's too much distance. But Vaidi, after a great race last week, is doing a stupendous job and is looking good for another podium. He's got a boatload of tyres left. In fact, I'd question how long he went on hards. Look at those; they're barely taking their top off.
Yeah.
We have Scarlet in 4th, who's just 2.8 back from Vaidi.
I mean, look at Renshi. Renshi's mediums are holding out quite well. He could have done a bit longer on the mediums by the look of it at the moment.
Yeah, I'll have to ask him about that after the race, because I don't understand why he went. I mean, he did a great job.
Yeah.
But I don't understand why he went so hard on the so hard on the longs, so long on the hards.
One more time,
So hard on the longs. Yeah.
Yes, very good. No, I mean, the more pertinent question is, why did he do 2 sets on the hards and only 1 on the mediums? Why didn't he do 2
Exactamundo.
2 medium stints? Unless it was a mistake. It was a bit of finger dyslexia and he pressed the wrong button. I don't know.
It could well be that. So Gr3 in 6th in his lovely Nissan GTR.
That's very bling, isn't it?
It's absolutely bitching.
Did he have the full gold one in the first half of the season? Was it?
Yeah, was it the Porsche or the Supra or something?
Yeah,
the absolute gold. Yeah.
It was the gold member.
Oh,
livery.
You J-Lo in disguise.
I like gold.
Smoking a pancake. I lost it in a schmelting accident. Anyway, Sammy in his lovely livery
tonight with you, isn't it?
I'm here all week.
Who needs Britain's Got Talent when we've got you?
All right, my lads. Anyway, so Sammy in 7th. We have Devlin in another beautiful monster livery, which I guess he probably nicked off of Showcase. Although, look at those spinners on that. They're actually poking out from the side of the car. It's Ben-Hur.
He's got some Boadiceas.
Well, look, they're actually his hubcaps or whatever they are poking. They're outside the car, so it'd be like he could definitely do someone some damage with those.
Yeah.
We have Judicial in 9th, and Kobayashi Maru in 10th.
He must have had a 2-minute 26.
Oh,
he's
God.
had a very oh dear, and he's just absolutely killed himself.
Yep.
He's thrown it into the wall. Goodness me, that was a nasty crash.
I would like to posthumously award the Gold Lawnmower for today's race to Kobayashi Maru, who has certainly cut more grass than anyone else. So
that was a new racing line and a half. That was very bold to try and find the line through there for sure.
Okay, so he's 9 ahead.
Damage to the front, damage to the engine. It's just a whole bunch of red flashing lights on that car at the moment.
Right.
Goodness me. Painful.
So, 4 to go. We have Nikki in 1st. We have Sherlock in 2nd. We have Viney in 3rd. Scarlett in 4th. It's all sort of spread out a little bit now. In fact, they're beautifully spread out around the track.
It is. It's almost.
It's like a mathematician's
harmonious.
Them.
Yeah. It's like, was it the Fibonacci sequence?
Yes, it's
but in car form.
It's very nearly that. Yes, quite.
In that case, there's more time for your impressions. You got anything else in the locker?
Yeah, probably. Let me have a think.
You see, I'll put you on the spot now. You can't think.
Yeah, I'm actually not bad at impressions.
Except impression of a racing driver.
Yes.
Oh, Kobayashi Maru has spun it again. Oh no.
Yeah.
He's had a bit of a torrid.
He's not having a great evening, is he?
I mean, oh dear, lap 23, 2:58. Oh, he's gone off again. Oh dear, what? Has he got a problem with the controller?
He's about to be lapped by 5th place, which is Renchi. So I don't know. But just there's the Flymo, the Mercedes Flymo. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. Kobayashi Maru, are you very drunk?
Unless he's taking it very, very sort of realistically and is thinking, well, the car should basically be in several pieces by now, so sort of almost undrivable. But he's letting everyone go through. Fair play to be lapped.
Okay, so 10 seconds ahead is our Nicky in first.
Looking set for the win.
Set for the win.
Barring any disaster.
On top of the Austrian Eurovision Song Contest win, this is one of the greatest months Austria have ever had. We have Sheerluck in second. Isn't that a fantastic looking Genesis X?
I really think you said the same. Could have done with coming in at the same time, if not a lap sooner.
I don't know what I don't know why he stayed out on the hards. I don't know what he was trying to achieve. There's no way he was going to be any quicker. But hey,
because I think Nicky's timed the wear on these mediums almost perfectly. They're just coming up to halfway worn on the front left.
They're not great, but he's 10 seconds ahead.
Yeah. Scarlet in fourth.
Better Viney in third. He's doing a great job. Scarlet, it's all just spread out a little bit. Got 37 back to Renchi, who's hanging on for grim death, but has loads of tyres left, so should be all good.
Imagine, I'm just wondering how much close to the front four he could have got if he'd done another stint on the mediums, because he's clearly got the pace in the Honda.
Yeah, didn't
and he's just,
absolutely no idea. We have King Racer in sixth. Oh, we got Sammy. Oh well, here we go. Sammy chasing him down.
We got a race.
Down to the S's, which is probably the last place you want to overtake. Sammy lifts and let him go, but
he did really lift off, didn't he? Live to fight another day.
Oh, he's closing in there. He's closing in. This is going to be close.
I mean, King Racer's got a little bit more.
Oh, he's threatened. Oh,
tread on the tyres.
He said that and then backs out. Peekaboo! Look at. Yeah, there's not much in it, is
much better exit on that
one. I think King Racer's in the way, though. He had no way to go.
Defended well.
Christ, and he just missed the barrier as well.
Nicky now coming up to the final lap, keeping that 10-second lead.
Okay, well, let's get back to Sammy and King Racer.
Sammy and King Racer, yeah, this is where the action is.
Hang on, let me just see where he's seventh. This is a hell of a ding-dong between these two.
Yep.
But...
I feel like Ian's got always had a very good exit,
Give
but
him a bump
again,
draft.
there was nowhere for him to go. He couldn't
Nicky
get the
is
corner.
just crossing the line. Oh no, he's on to the final lap. Sorry, I thought it was his final lap.
You got slightly excited there, did you?
Well, no, I just didn't want to miss him crossing the bloody finish line, which I usually do. So I've got 2 minutes now to indulge Sammy and King Racer, which appears to be the only other race on track. Oh, Sammy, bad luck.
Sammy's just clipped the wall. That could prove costly.
Is Anton
de
Beck
braking a
from
lot
Kent?
later. What kind of segue is that?
Well, it's the way you say "whoa." You say "bring on the whoa." I wondered if he was from Kent.
I don't watch Strictly, so...
Is he an Isle of Sheppian as well?
I have no idea, and I highly doubt it, especially with a name like Dubeck.
Oh, that's made up. I don't think it's actually... You do sound a lot like him, actually.
Do I?
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm not sure if to be complimentary with that or insulting.
No, I wouldn't be. Bring on the whoa! Just the way you say whoa. Yeah, that's all. Anyway, so back to Nicky, who is just, I think... Is he coming down to the final bit? No, he's not. Okay. He's absolutely pulled out.
Oh no! Kobayashi Maru has unfortunately just taken out Scarlet. I think trying to let him go through and end up doing the opposite.
Oh, hang on. Replay.
I think that looked like just a mistake. Is it because Kobayashi Maru has slowed right down? Scarlet came through to lap him. I think it's just a bit of a mix-up.
Nicky is coming up to cross the line for a magnificent win.
Well done, Nicky.
Well done, Nicky. 10 seconds ahead of Sheerluck.
Strategy perfection there. Valiant effort by Sheerluck. I had him down for the win in the early phases.
Yeah, absolutely. Viney in third. Another cracking
second place.
Another cracking finish from Adam.
Luckily, that incident with Kobayashi Maru doesn't appear to have affected Scarlet's position as he comes around the final corner.
Scarlet in fourth. You sure it's Scarlet?
Yes.
Went Scarlet and Renchi pretty much together?
No, that was Sammy and... Oh, quick, look at the loss. We got King Racer
God.
and...
Look at these things. They're fighting to the very death. King Racer has gone deep. Oh my goodness, look at this.
Sammy's got through.
Christ, look at this.
No, who's going to make the run to the line?
Oh no, King Racer's got... Oh my word. Wowzers, what a finish that was from those two. Now we've got Devlin just coming into the last couple of corners now.
God, frantic finish.
Lovely stuff. Well done all.
Yep, well done chaps. Good race.
Right, so Gen X Racing, our Group 3 100 Mile Challenge, Season 15, Round 8. And our winner this evening is our friend from Austria, Nicky, in the BMW M6 with the best lap, fastest lap of the evening, 1:59.5. Beautiful stuff, Nicky, well done. In second, it's Sheerluck in the Genesis X with the best lap of 2 minutes, 0.618. In third, it's Viney in the Porsche 911, also with exactly the same lap time. It's the first time I've ever seen that. 2 minutes, 0.618 as well. Good grief. In fourth, it's Scarlett in the Toyota Supra at 2 minute 0.5. In fifth, Renchi in the Honda NSX at 2 minute 2-minute 2.3. In 6th, Sammy in the BMW, a 201.3. In 7th, King Racer in the Nissan GTR, a 202.1. In 8th, Devlin in the Genesis X, a 203.5. In 9th, Judicial in the Aston, 203.7. And in 10th, Kobayashi Maru in the Mercedes AMG at 203.3. Well done all. So we'll just have a quick chat to see who's in chat. I just need to nip to the Kazi quickly. So excuse me, all you good people.
That's pretty good.
Hello everyone.
Hey Mark, you right?
Hello.
Sorry about that. It's just my age, you see. I know I should get nursey to fit a catheter if I have to sit here for 90 minutes without going to the Kazi. But well done, everyone. Nikki, what a fantastic race, especially after you stacked it coming out of the final turn. That was, I thought that was curtains for you, but you really, went for it and drove a brilliant race and a fantastic fastest lap. Well done.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I think the only good thing about that spin was that I did it on the hard tires. So
yep,
the fast tires left, but it definitely made stuff a little unnecessarily difficult than it could have been. But yeah, other than that, I really enjoyed this track. I'm a bit surprised about qualifying myself. I think that was one of my best quali laps, if not the best. Just to think, because this track, there are a couple of corners where I really have to play with the track limits to gain the maximum. Yeah, really enjoyed this one.
Well, I remember you mentioning it earlier in the week that you really enjoyed the track.
Yeah, which is odd because usually I don't really like the reverse layout, but in this case I actually prefer it. The flow is just better.
Okay, cool. Well, because I think there was a daily race which had that exact track in Group 3. Was it last week or the week before?
Yeah, I think she was for a short while ago, I think.
Yeah, okay. But brilliant stuff. Well done, mate.
Thanks,
fantastic.
Man.
Good man. Videy. Hello, sir.
Hello.
A podium.
Hello, yeah, it's nice to be competitive again.
Absolutely brilliant. You loving the Porsche?
Yeah, I love the Porsche. I think third was always going to be the best I could do. Yeah, I think me and Chris were just doing very similar times. I just couldn't catch him. He just didn't put a foot wrong. So, but yeah, enjoying the Porsche and enjoying the racing.
Good stuff, good stuff. I was wondering, because we mentioned on stream when you and Sherlock got ahead of Nikki, I was saying if I was Viney, I'd be bump drafting Sherlock right now in an attempt to get away from Nikki. Now, I'm not sure of the legalities of that in terms of Gen X, protocol and all that. Did that ever cross your mind?
Me and Chris have got a big rivalry for the last 5 years.
Okay, so no then.
I would do as little as possible to help him, to be honest.
I mean, as far as I know, I think in terms of regulations, it's allowed, but I think it's not something anyone really does, I think.
No, I don't.
Because there's always the risk that it goes wrong and then you have more troubles than potentially just losing a place.
Yeah, I totally agree. But I was just sort of saying, if I was Viney now, because they were a bit faster than you were, obviously
I mean,
you were on the hard, I'd be nudging him along
a few times.
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Well, Adam, fantastic to have you back with us this evening. The second week in a row, absolutely superb. Well done, my friend. Well done.
Thank you.
Richie.
Hey, how you doing?
All good, mate. All good.
Good.
Quick question.
Go on.
You ran the hards twice.
No, I stayed on the hard, so I did 2 stints on the hard and then swapped to the mediums with 10 laps to go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We were just questioning why that was.
So I
or
ran
was it just you were?
I ran the hards for 18 laps because the wear was fine. I didn't need to change the tyres, so I just did 18 laps on the hards and then switched to the mediums. 10 laps to go.
You came in on the hards, didn't change them, filled up, and went on. Oh, right. Okay.
That's the one.
Okay. Interesting strategy, but a good finish for you this evening, my friend.
I mean, it was really good, mate. Yeah, I think running the hards for 18 laps with a bit of fuel saving because that NXX was drinking fuel.
Yeah.
So I had to short shift all the way to lap 18, which I was surprised to sort of keep 5th. I mean, I know I was at 4th at the start for a brief period of time for getting a good start, but I think managing 5th was quite easy with the pit strategy I had, so it was quite nice. I had a fairly easy, sort of unscathed race. It was really, really good.
Good stuff. Well, congratulations and a great finish.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Well done. Okay, well, thank you to all our drivers this evening. I think we've only got the 3 of you on this evening, sadly. Can I just say a thank you to Relentless, to Nikki, to Fast Ginger, to Slowest Engine, and of course to my handsome sidekick Splatter, who joined me this evening. Thank you so much for your company and entertainment this evening. It's been wonderful. And next week, we have Sanquois B Reverse. I love the Sanquois tracks, so that'll be interesting. It's at night as well. 18 times dilation, so wonderful stuff. Don't forget, if you have watched this evening, especially I'm pointing my finger at you, Tracy Slowest Engine. Get a YouTube account, and we've dropped 3 subscribers this week, so get yourself on YouTube and subscribe immediately. But thanks for the feedback, and I'd be interested in everyone's feedback for the I don't know if you guys were listening. I did a bit of a Tony Blackburn style top 10 of the tables with the Led Zeppelin Top of the Pops tune playing in the background. So Rob was indifferent, frankly, so he wasn't much help. But let me know if you want us to do that again. But anyway, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you at the next one. Thank you, guys.
Cheers, guys. Well done.
Yeah, thanks for the race. Let's see you next
well
week.
done,
Cheers,
everyone.
boys. Well done.
See ya.